I love power metal. Do you? No one? No one here? No? That sucks. Hello everyone, my name is Lando Loves Power Jr., but you may call me Lando. And yes, I love the glorious music that is the power metal. Yes. I have loved this stuff for years upon years, over 10 years. I have loved power metal. It is an awesome genre, unlike anything you've ever seen before. Sorry with the accents, it's the best that I could come up with at the moment in time. I can't get enough of power metal, from Sonata Arctica to Nightwish, Dragonforce, Stratovarius, Halloween, Gamma Ray, Camelot, and of course there's Blind Guardian. So some of you are probably wondering, what is this power metal you speak of? I have never heard of such power metal before. I am quite the connoisseur when it comes to all sorts of metal before. I've heard of them all. I've heard of heavy metal, thrash metal, speed metal, doom metal, air metal, black metal, folk metal, goth metal, prog metal, symphonic metal, and metal that I may not have mentioned before. But I have never heard of a genre known as power metal. What is this that you speak of? Power metal. In order for me to get you guys to understand what this power metal is, because it's not very popular here in the States, think of it this way. Somebody called up Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Ronnie James Dio, and asked them, hey, you guys want to play Dungeons & Dragons? Okay! I really love power metal. I absolutely love it. And I'll never forget the first time I ever laid ears on that genre. Oh yeah, right. It was June of 2003. Ooh, that's a long time ago. I was young back then and had more hair. I was at a CD store. And I was browsing around trying to find some music. I didn't know what was out there. I wasn't sure. I just went blindly. And as I went around searching for what music I could listen to, what CD to buy, I'm hearing something on their speakers in that CD store. By the hammer of Thor, you now shall die. Interesting. What is this, I wonder? So I went over to find the first person that worked there. And I said, hey, who's this band that's playing? He says, oh, it's a band called Manowar, I think. Manowar. Yeah, that's who they are. They're kind of like warrior metal or stuff like that. And I went, this is freaking awesome. I thought metal could never sound like this, but I like it. I'll take it. Bought the album. It was Warriors of the World, and it blew my mind. I know there's some old school metal bands, metal heads out there from Manowar who say, oh, you gotta love the old stuff. The old stuff's really good, but I really liked that new Manowar album. That was freaking awesome. And that helped pioneer my lifestyle to power metal. Sort of. It took a while for me to really get into the genre, and by that, when you live here in America, not a lot of people have heard of power metal. They've heard of all the other genres, but power metal you just never really heard on the radio. You still don't hear it on the radio for that matter most of the time, unless it's Dragonforce. But otherwise, most people really never heard of this genre. And it was really tough for me to find out if there were any other bands like Manowar out there. And back in those days, you were kind of on your own. You didn't go on YouTube or any other sites like Pandora and they would suggest something to you. Oh, no. They didn't have those back in the day. Yeah, you were pretty much on your own. If you didn't know who these bands were, or if you didn't have a friend that knew these bands, or you didn't have a friend who had a friend who had a friend who has a friend that knows these bands, yeah, you're pretty much on your own. You're pretty much SOL. That's what it was. I could not find out many other bands. I stumbled upon a couple bands like Metallium or Iced Earth. I even blindly bought an album by a band called Nocturnal Rites. That was it! And I did, and that's what it was for 2 years. 2 years of my life, that's what it was. It wasn't until late of 2005. Wow, that doesn't seem like a long time ago. When you say it, whew, is it really 2017? Holy crap. You don't know when you're getting old until you realize it. And by old, I mean older. A friend of mine, whose boyfriend at the time was into this genre, he found out that I liked these bands. And he said, really? Have you heard of Camelot? No. Rhapsody? No. I gotta show you these bands. So he pops a CD in, he goes into his CD case. CD case. I told you, 2005. He shows me all these different bands, and he pops out one band called Symphony X. And he plays the first song I ever heard from them, of Sins and Shadows. When I heard the keyboard play, I was like, I'm sold. I'm sold. I love this band already. He even made a list of all the bands that I should really look up. By Nightwish, Camelot, Sonata Arctica. Oh my God, were there so many bands, and I can't thank him enough. I couldn't thank him enough because this was the music I wanted to hear. There was even bands like Lost Horizon. Hey, Lost Horizon and Pathfinder, I'm looking at you two. Both of your bands were founded by people from Poland, okay? I know Lost Horizon's from Sweden, but your founder's from Poland. And both of you got something in common. Both of you made some really epic albums, some really epic songs, but you only made 2. And we've never heard from you since. We'd like to hear back from you, please. We'd like a 3rd album. Lost Horizon, I know it's been about, what, since 2003 since you released an album, so I doubt that's gonna happen. But Pathfinder, we've been waiting for about 6 years now. Anytime now. Just keep on going. Come on! The first metal band that I ever saw in concert, and I've been to their concerts, was Dragonforce. I saw them back in 2006 at the Vic Theater in Chicago. And that was the last time I ever moshed in my life. I have never moshed since. There were too many people, so crowded, so bunched together in moshing, that people who wanted to hear them didn't get the chance to because they were being It was pretty bad. I actually had the opportunity to see them 9 years later, back in 2005 in Milwaukee, and I talked to them and I said, guys, you are the reason that 9 years ago I stopped moshing. You guys are it. You guys are in. They laughed. They thought it was kind of humorous, but it was true. I was done. I was like, ain't moshing no more. I'm done. Ain't no moshing for me. My bones ain't what they used to be. I might be 21, but I'm done moshing. I was 21 back then. Other bands that I've seen in concert, I have seen Blind Guardian. I actually saw Blind Guardian on Thanksgiving of 2006. This was the shirt that I wore at the bought at the concert. And you're thinking, wait a minute, you saw Blind Guardian on Thanksgiving? Did they not get the memo that we celebrate Thanksgiving? Well, they are from Germany, so I guess they didn't. But Orlando, why did you go on Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving's supposed to be a time for family and food, a day where you can just rest and relax for once in your life. I am so sorry. I will take it all back. Now, one thing that I know for certain is that I know a lot of people haven't heard of power metal, but those who have heard of power metal, or those who have heard a few power metal songs, and they say they're metalheads, they hate it. There are people out there who frown upon power metal. Oh, power metal? Really? Ugh. That's the cheesiest, grossest, stupidest genre of metal I've ever heard in my entire life. No one should even admit they like that music. Hair metal. Glam rock. You must be coming down with a cold here.
We interrupt this awesome video for this awesome announcement.
What I have to say is not awesome. Unfortunately, due to technology beyond my control, what you're about to see in this next video, sadly to say, is gonna show a little bit of hiccuping. What am I talking about? My video decided to stop syncing. Unfortunately, you're going to see the audio and the video not synced together. Yeah, that's right. The video decided to jump. And unfortunately, there's nothing I can do. I tried a lot of things. Sure, I could just try to sync them together, but I have a program that does not allow me to do that. Isn't that great? Now, sure, I could start from scratch. I could do reshots. I could edit the whole thing all over again. But instead, I'm thinking, screw this. I'm just going on with the show. I'm posting it. I'm bringing it on there. I don't care. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I'm sorry that this had to happen, but it's much more frustrating for me than it is of you. But I sincerely hope you watch the rest of this video. I am so sorry. I believe this actually happened. What the fuck?
This has been an awesome announcement. Now, on with the show.
That was looked upon as, oh, that's cool, I like that type of music, but power metal was looked like it was a cheesy, stupid little nonsense. Can we set the record straight about hair metal for a moment? Hairspray, eyeliner, makeup, wearing dresses, occasional spandex, those thin riffs that you like to play every now and again, not heavy riffs, little thin, tiny riffs. You might be going around fighting dragons. You're going around fighting split ends. All of you power metal fans out there, you ever been to the Renaissance Fair? If you haven't, that's like the freaking mecca for power metal people. Granted, we don't play power metal music at the Renaissance Fairs, but we wear shirts to represent. I represent power metal here at the Renaissance Fair. Fantasy all around. This is a perfect place for a power metal fan. Even though you don't play my music, it doesn't matter. I love fantasy metal, and you love fantasy metal. And together... Wait, they don't love fantasy metal. they're like the fantasy, but not the fantasy metal. That's much later on in the lifestyle. That joke died. And if there's one thing about power metal that's just... well, that separates us from everyone else other than it being fantasy and frowned upon and not very popular here in the States. One thing about power metal, it's also been referred to as happy metal. Why happy metal? When you listen to the music of basic power metal, you might hear people talking about not only they're going to slay the dragon, but they're also going to fight and continue on fighting, and they're not going to let the enemy take them down. No, I shall not. With the power of thy sword in thy hand, I shall defeat the enemy. They're kind of cheesy like that. But one thing that is very stereotyped about people that like metal, and it doesn't have to be power metal, it could be any genre of metal. The biggest stereotype is that, oh, well, if you like power metal, or if you like metal for that matter, oh, then that must mean that you don't like any of the other genres that are out there. Now, come on. I do like occasional songs from time to time that are not metal. I like some of the occasional rock pop new age, like Enigma. I do adore Enya. Mike Oldfield is amazing, and I'm actually part of a Yanni fan club. Yeah, metalheads like Yanni. Go figure. I like the 80s bands from the day, you know, like 80s pop music. George Michael, may he rest in peace. I liked him. I liked Foreigner, Journey. Oh, man, I like bands from back in those days. Depeche Mode. Oh, man, I like listening to them from time to time. And, yeah, I have a guilty pleasure for dubstep. Skrillex, he's kind of good, if you really give him a chance. So, yeah, I love power metal. I really do. You don't meet a lot of people that like power metal, but when you do, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I've been to concerts before. I've not only just seen Dragonforce, but I've seen Nightwish in concert. I've seen Sonata Arctica in concert. I only saw Blind Guardian one time, and that was back in 2006, like I mentioned. I've seen Symphony X a couple times. I've seen Camelot on a couple occasions, and I've met them too. I'm hoping to see the band Sabaton. Sabaton's supposed to be coming around my area later on in the spring. So hopefully I get to see them and maybe even get to say hello to them. I hear they're really entertaining, to say the least. Very entertaining. So I would like to see them one day. But that's pretty much all I have to say about it. I love power metal, and I will continue to love power metal. Some of my friends, they don't like power metal like they used to, but, you know, they're still there. They still love it. I still love it. And I'm probably going to love it to the day I die. But I just wanted to mention that power metal is a beautiful thing, a glorious thing. And even if the States do not like it, at least we have the Renaissance Fair. I hope you guys like power metal. Let me know if you do. Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, let me know. Like this video, please. Also subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, people. I want to make more videos. I want you guys to come along and see what I can do. I want to keep going with this. I'm just still starting. I'm still keeping it going. I'm still trying to keep it going. But please let me know if you guys like it, if you want more videos. I sincerely hope you do, and I will do my best to make more. And I'll probably do what I can to tie this back to the way it was. This is only because I did it to represent power metal. It's balding on this area. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to make a next video in the near future, and I'll see you around. Rock on.